Hey everyone, Crazy M here, and today I got a special video for you, and today we're going to take a look at all the all-class weapons that are gonna be available in Battlefield 4. And for all of you that don't know, carbines, DMRs like the semi-auto sniper rifles, and shotguns will be all-class weapons in Battlefield 3. So you will be able to carry all the past engineer's weapon as an all-class weapon, as well as stuff like the SKS, M39, and those guns. So let's take a look at the carbines first. The first one we got here is the AK-5C, and I don't want to say too much about every gun. You can see all the stats in the bars to the right, and I don't know if they're all worked out correctly, but basically all the carbines seem pretty much the same. As you can see, there's only slight changes in mobility, range, and handling mainly. There will be one that stands out, but we're gonna come to that in a second. So that's the AK-5C. Next one, we've got the Acw-R, and you see it's got really limited range in these stats, which I don't get, but it's one of my favorite guns. It's gonna be back, that's a good thing. We also have the SG-553, which traveled over from Battlefield 3. And then we have a new one, the Acw-12, and this seems to be a pretty balanced thing between mobility, handling, a pretty fast gun. And then we have again the A91. Then we have a pretty new one, and that's really exciting, E53 CQB. And the reason why I'm saying this is that it has quite high mobility, a lot of range, and a high damage, higher than any other carbine here in this class. Maybe this will mean that this will work something like this Scar-H did for the engineer class in Battlefield 3. We'll have to see. But this will be a high damaging carbine as long as these stats are right, and I guess they are, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Next one, the G36C, solid gun carried over from Battlefield 3, and nothing new there, as well as the M4A1. A lot of people favorite that weapon for engineer class, so it's gonna be there as well. Then we have another ACE 20U CQB, nothing too special there really as well. And the last one is the Type 95B1, which is something like this QBC 95B, I guess it's just renamed a bit. And yeah, next up we got the DMRs, and again there are a lot of weapons that carried over from Battlefield 3, but there are also some new ones. And the first one is the RFB, and this is a special one because it is a bullpup design. So I don't see it portrayed in the stats that it has high mobility or anything like that. So again, I think that those stats are not correct at all in all ways, so we gotta be careful. But this is a bullpup DMR, gonna be interesting to see how it handles. The next one is the MK11, pretty much the same as in Battlefield 3, I guess, nothing special there, as well as the SKS. I'm personally quite happy that that one traveled over because it is one of my favorite guns and I like it. And yeah, gonna be interesting to see what changes they done to it in Battlefield 4. Next up we got the SVD, again like in Battlefield 3, and those weapons, all of them, don't really distinguish from each other that much. We also got the QBU-88. It was also in Battlefield 3. It came in later with an expansion pack, but it was there. Then we have the M39, again from Battlefield 3, nothing too special there. Now we've come to a new one, it's the E53 Sniper version. And the thing is that there are a lot of ACE based weapons in this game, like there's a carbine, there's an assault rifle, and this is basically the sniper version of this gun featuring a longer barrel, and that's it. Coming up, we've got the Scar-H, again a sniper version, which is pretty much a Scar-H like we used to have it from the engineer class or the assault, with a longer barrel and on semi-auto. So you know what to expect from a Scar platform in Battlefield games, so that's gonna be what this weapon will bring us. Last but not least, we have the shotguns, and now it's getting really interesting because in there are a lot of new pump action shotguns, and it's gonna be quite difficult for DICE, I guess, to distinguish them from each other, to give each gun its own characteristics. But let's take a look at them first. So the first one we got is the QBS-09, and pretty much damage all to the max. I guess short range, high mobility, that's what it is. And the thing that I want to draw your attention to is the magazine size. This one got 6 rounds in the magazine. The next one we have is the 870, carried over from Battlefield 3. Pretty similar to the one before, but it got 8 shells in the magazine, so a big difference there, I guess. And now the question is, what is DICE gonna do to make me want to pick up the other shotgun? It's gonna be interesting. The next one, the M1014, basic, we've seen it in Battlefield 3, it's gonna be there as well. The next one is a pretty new one as well, the Hawk 12G, another pump action shotgun with 6 shells in the magazine. Gonna be interesting, but this one is not like the other pump action. This one has a magazine, so this is gonna be really interesting to see what people will like more. I personally think it's a huge advantage from the shotguns that you can load each shell individually, but sometimes a magazine can be quicker, so your choice. You now have it. You didn't have it before in Battlefield 3, and that's a good thing that they're implemented now. The next one is the Saiga. We all know it, semi-auto shotgun. And so let's move on. The Spaß 12, my personal favorite. This thing with slugs absolutely rocks. 9 shells in one mag. It's just insane, this capacity. And yeah, good times to see that gun coming over to Battlefield 4. The next one is a new one, the UTS-15. And this one got 15 shells in the magazine, if that is true. This is just insane. Maybe it's got like a slow time to actually reload the next shell, but we'll see. But 15 shells is pretty high, and I'm looking forward to try that thing out. The last one we have is the DBV-12, another semi-auto shotgun, 10 shells in the magazine, pretty standard and basic. So yeah guys, tell me, what gun did you miss in that list? What would you like to see implemented, maybe in the later state of the game through a DLC? Be sure to stay tuned for more of the content I've got coming out. I will be breaking down each of the classes with their gadgets. I got some information on that. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see that. So yeah guys, have a nice day, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.